There are 7 car brands that perfectly represent the 7 deadly sins, and we'll be talking about all of them, starting with pride. Common synonyms for the sin of pride are egotism, conceit, vanity, and narcissism. All of these words are perfect descriptors for Tesla and the mindset surrounding both the brand and its owners. Tesla, founded by Elon Musk in 2003, quickly rose to fame with its innovation and dedication towards electric cars, something not many brands were doing at the time. Their mission? Well, it was simple: to change the automotive industry once and for all. The brand's success has been nothing short of remarkable, with a cult-like following that prides itself on being part of the future of transportation. Tesla has redefined what it means to be a car company. It's positioned itself in such a way in which they are more than just an automaker, but rather a tech giant pushing the boundaries of what is possible. But with this rise to fame comes a darker side as well: pride. Tesla owners are known for their relentless belief in the superiority of their vehicles, often looking down on anyone else who drives a car that's not a Tesla. They aren't just proud of their cars, they are somehow convinced that driving a Tesla elevates them above everyone else, making them part of an elite group that is smarter, more forward-thinking, and quite simply, better than everyone else. This sense of pride extends to the company itself, and not just the owners of these cars. The company often makes bold claims about its technology and future innovations, sometimes without delivering on time or at all. For instance, the Tesla Roadster. This car was claimed to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a staggering 1.1 second with the SpaceX package. Keep in mind, this was a claim that was made back in 2017 for a car that was supposed to release in 2020. They even let people place orders on these cars because thinking about it just sounds crazy. We're talking a road legal car that could get to 60 miles per hour in 1.1 seconds. That doesn't even sound realistic, but Tesla said this car could do these things. They made these claims 7 years ago, and to this day, the car doesn't even exist. The overconfidence in their product and the almost fanatical following they've garnered make Tesla the embodiment of pride in the automotive industry, and there's no doubt about it. But while Tesla's pride is all about superiority and innovation, there's another car brand that captures a different type of desire, one that's all about raw, unfiltered attraction. That brand is Lamborghini, which perfectly embodies the sin of lust. When we think of lust, we often imagine an uncontrollable desire, a longing for something flashy, seductive, and almost unattainable. In the car world, there's no car brand that represents lust better than Lamborghini. Lamborghini has been the poster child for automotive desires since its creation. The uncontrollable desire from kids and just everyone in general makes Lamborghini the epitome of what it means to be a lustful object. Just think about it. These cars are designed to make you feel something visceral, something deep in your gut that says, I need this. When you ask a little kid who has a very slight knowledge in cars what their favorite car is, they'll most likely say a Lamborghini. When a teenager is making lots of money and decides to get their first supercar, it'll most likely be a Lamborghini. When a dropshipper rents a supercar to flex their useless $800 course, it's most likely going to be a Lamborghini. Why? Because Lamborghinis have these effects on them that make the mind feel obligated to do something. Someone will see that dropshipper's Lamborghini in the background and think, I want to be like this guy and own this car as well one day. Even though it's almost unattainable, just the Lamborghini in the video makes this person want to make bad decisions, such as buy this dropshipper's useless $800 course. But it's not just about Lamborghini's performance, it's about the presence as well. A Lamborghini isn't just driven, it's flaunted. It's a car that's meant to be seen, to be admired, and to be wanted. And it works. People don't just want a Lamborghini, they crave it, they dream about it, they imagine themselves behind the wheel, feeling the power and the attention that comes with it. The brand's ability to evoke such strong emotions and desires makes Lamborghini the ultimate symbol of lust in the car community. But while Lamborghini taps into our deepest desires, there's another brand that longs for something more dark, something more aggressive and intense, and that brand is Dodge, which perfectly captures the sin of wrath. Wrath is defined as an uncontrollable anger, and no car brand represents this sin better than Dodge themselves. Dodge is known for producing some of the most powerful and aggressive cars on the market, or at least they used to. Now they do the opposite and produce garbage electric cars that nobody asked for. But my point still stands. From the Charger to the Challenger Hellcat, these cars aren't just fast, no. They are downright intimidating. Even just driving down the freeway and looking at your rearview mirror to be greeted by the headlights of a Challenger is intimidating. The sound of a Hellcat's supercharged V8 engine just screams anger, a mechanical growl that demands respect and fear. When you drive a Dodge, you're not just driving, you're making your presence known by everyone on the street. The whole brand is built around the idea of power, aggression, and dominance. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about doing it with a level of fury and intensity that no other brand can match. When I think of Wrath, I just straight up think of American cars with their huge displacement engines and just the raw power that makes every drive seem like it's trying to kill you. But I feel like no other American brand represents Wrath more than Dodge. Take the Dodge Viper for example, not just the Hellcat. These cars were made for nothing but straight anger. Huge screaming V10, rear wheel drive, little to no safety features. I mean, it's perfect. Dodge's marketing, design, and performance all feed into this idea of Wrath, which makes it the embodiment of this deadly sin in the automotive world. Although we know Dodge represents the raw power of Wrath, there's another sin that's all about excess, about more, and more. And of course, that sin is gluttony, perfectly embodied by BMW's latest project. When we think of gluttony, we usually think of overindulgence, taking in more than what is necessary, to the point of excess. And when it comes to cars, BMW, specifically the new G90 M5, is the perfect example of this sin. When we look at the previous generation M5s, they have always been about the driving experience and the precision, but most importantly, they didn't weigh the size of the Titanic. With the new G90 model, BMW has taken things to a whole new level, maybe even too far. The G90 is significantly heavier than its predecessor, the F90, adding more weight to an already powerful car. But why? Why add more bulk to a car that was already near perfection? This increase in size and weight isn't about improving the driving experience. It's about adding more features, more luxury, more power, and more of everything, even when it might not be necessary. I mean, that's what the BMW 7 Series is for, right? BMW has indulged in the idea that more is always better, but in doing so, they've created a car that's almost too much, all in the chase of sales. It's bloated with excess. This tendency to keep piling more and more to the extent of never being satisfied makes BMW the perfect representative of gluttony. I've already made a whole video covering the BMW G90 M5 and how I feel about that car, so if you want to watch that, make sure to check it out after this video. BMW's sin is one of excess, but there is another car brand that represents another sin, a sin of inaction or taking it easy. That sin is sloth, and there is no other brand that fits sloth more than Rolls-Royce. Sloth is often associated with laziness, with a desire to avoid effort and exertion, and when it comes to cars, no brand fits this description better than Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is the epitome of luxury and comfort. These cars are not built for speed or performance, but rather they're built for ease and relaxation. Everything about a Rolls-Royce is built to make your life as easy and comfortable as possible. From the seats and materials around you to the ride quality being smooth and dead silent, the experience is all about doing as little as possible while still being surrounded by the finest materials and craftsmanship. Rolls-Royce owners don't drive, they are driven. They sit back, relax, and let somebody else do the work for them. This extreme level of comfort and the emphasis on doing nothing makes Rolls-Royce the embodiment of sloth in the automotive world. For a runner-up, we have Bentley and maybe the Maybach, but realistically, Rolls-Royce is in a league of its own when it comes to this category. Quick intermission before we continue with this video. In celebration of 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway which is sponsored by Lasfit, so thank you to them. 2 lucky people are going to be winning a free pair of all-weather custom liner mats for any car of their choice. If you don't own a car, you can still enter for a family or friend with a car. Lasfit's custom liners have been a game changer for my car, keeping it clean and overall looking good. So I recommend everyone entering this giveaway because you literally have nothing to lose. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and like this video. I will ask for proof, so don't try to lie. And make sure to leave a comment about the car you would like the floor mats for. Again, it could be your car or someone else's. I don't care. I'll be mentioning the winners in an upcoming video. Thanks again for 100,000 subscribers, and let's get back into the 7 deadly sins. Rolls-Royce is about taking it easy, but there's another brand that's all about taking as much as possible, which is often at the expense of others. That brand is Ferrari, and it perfectly represents the sin of greed. By definition, greed is the intense and selfish desire for more than what is necessary, often at the expense of others. In the car world, I don't think any other brand exemplifies this sin as much as Ferrari. Ferrari is known for producing some of the most coveted cars on the planet, but the brand's obsession with maintaining its image has led to some incredibly greedy behavior. Ferrari is infamous for suing anyone who tries to modify or personalize their car in a way that Ferrari isn't happy with. Some of the most famous examples being Joel Zimmerman. Now I'm sure we've all heard about this one, where he took his 458 Italia and customized it into a Nyan Cat theme, naming it the Ferrari. There's other examples like Gigi Hadid and even Mansory. It doesn't matter if you're a small garage looking to add some unique personality to your Ferrari, or you're a celebrity who wants to make their car stand out. Ferrari's legal team is quick to shut it down. They want complete control over how their cars are perceived, and they're willing to go to extreme lengths such as taking legal action to maintain that control. This relentless pursuit of control and profit, even at their own customers' expense, makes Ferrari the perfect candidate of greed. But while Ferrari's greed is all about keeping what they have, there's another brand that constantly looks at what others have, always wanting to surpass them. That brand is Koenigsegg, which captures the sin of envy. Envy is the desire for what someone else has, often leading to a sense of rivalry and competition. When it comes to car brands, Koenigsegg is the perfect example of envy due to its ongoing competition with Bugatti. Now, whether it's the brand that's in competition with Bugatti or the fans are in competition with Bugatti, that's for you guys to decide. But Koenigsegg is a newer car manufacturer that has always aimed to beat Bugatti, especially in the race to create the world's fastest production car. Now, while Bugatti has long held the title with the Chiron, Koenigsegg has been right there, constantly pushing the limits of what's possible, all in an attempt to surpass Bugatti, and sometimes successfully so. The rivalry between these two brands isn't just about speed, it's also about prestige and being able to say that they are the best in the world. Koenigsegg's relentless pursuit of Bugatti's crown is driven by a deep sense of envy, a desire to outdo their competitor and claim the crown for themselves. This makes Koenigsegg the ultimate representation of envy in the car world. So there you have it, the 7 deadly sins perfectly embodied by 7 different car brands. From the prideful nature of Tesla to the envious rivalry between Koenigsegg and Bugatti, these brands show us that even in the car world, sin is never far away from each other. Each of these brands in their pursuit of excellence has come to embody one of the 7 deadly sins, reminding us that the road to success is often paved with temptation. Take it easy, my friends.